All right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yashala, Kwam Yashala.
On Yasharala.
Right, all right, all
Shalom,
right.
shalom.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. All right, hang on one second. Let me
Shalom.
see something, man. Yeah. Right, right. So, Congregation of the Mighty coming back with another unity class. Again, we have the brothers, the mighty brothers from the 12 Gates Israelites. And we are coming with a class this evening. Stop killing each other, man. An open rebuke on the rap music and hip hop industry, man. That's destroying our brothers, man, in these streets, man. That's got us falling by the sword, man. Got us in sword destruction and having hell enlarge itself amongst our people for a false dream and a false sense of hope, man. So before we get started, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahawashi. That's who the world ignorantly calls God, and Jesus Christ, a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah, man. 2,000 plus years after the Messiah walked the earth. So I think this class is much needed. The brother Uriel hit me up earlier, and I was coming up with a topic, but the brother hit me with something, and I had just seen a couple of posts about all these brothers, man. It's just getting gunned down, man. And it's turning up, man. It's getting worse. The judgment of the Most High is expedient at this point, man. It's not, the Most High is not doing the long suffering thing, allowing you to just go out here and live a wicked lifestyle and think that everything's okay and you're gonna make it to your 70s and use your senior citizen bus pass. That ain't gonna happen.
Come.
The Most High is not playing, man. He is ramping up this judgment. The time is now to awake out of sleep, man. So before we get in, man, let the brothers introduce themselves. Elder Ariel, you got the floor, King.
I'm Ariel out of Spokane, Washington. Awaken / 12 Gates. As I've said before, all praises to the Most High, Yahweh Bashem and Mashiach Yahawashi for the increase. 12 Gates is growing strong. I just thank the Most High for everything that He's doing here in Spokane. We're seeing some increase, and all praises to the Most High. You got it, King.
Khan. I'd like to first start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Hamashiach Yahawashi. I'm Brother Uriel Yasharala from 12 Gates Israelites. Like the elder just said, merging with Awakened Israelites, but 12 Gates Israelites is the camp that we're being solidified with. Just a blessing to be back on the panel, hoping to edify the nation, Lord willing. This is a serious topic, and we got to fine-tune our listening to this because too many of our people are losing their lives behind this nonsense that's out there. So we got to wake up, Yasharala. So pay attention, listen up, and Most High willing, we can edify the people. Y'all got it.
Khan.
Shalom. My name is Brother Yakanan, and I'd like to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Hamashiach Yahawashi, coming out of Spokane, Washington, with 12 Gates Israelites / Awakened Israelites and Yahawashi. And I'm just blessed to be on the show once more, blessed to be in the class to help edify our people and to help wake up our people, with these truths and backing it up with scripture. So all praises.
All praises.
All praises to the Most High. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man, that's watching this. Shout out to the brother Deshar Israel watching it over there on the Facebook. We got some people watching it over there. Shout out to the brother Richard Morales. All praises to the Most High for you brothers coming in. My brother Manatazar Bonaparium is always in the building, man, holding it down.
All praises.
Down in Florida. We got the Army of Israel, brother Maharakah Ben Yahawada Ben Yasha'ala in the building. All praises to the Most High for everybody coming in, man. So like I said, man, that's a hot topic, man. Talking about the wages of sin is death, man. And this so-called hip hop and rap game has always been a detriment to our people, man. It glorifies the evil and wickedness of the place that they put us in, the ghetto, the slums, the curse that we are in those cities, man, and in the projects and in the hood, man. And it glorifies that lifestyle through music, through lyrics, through wicked hypnosis per se from our people. Give you a good beat, make you feel good, make you sound good, make you want to groove, you know, drop your shoulders, snap your finger a little bit, right?
Mhm.
Have your daughters out there twerking, right? Nice little hi-hat, make it all right, yeah. You want to roll up, right? You gonna run up on these niggas and all that, right? That's what that hip hop music does to our people, man. It puts you in a trance
Con.
to think the things that are evil and wicked, think that they are somehow somewhat to be uplifted and to be praised as a good thing, man. So we're gonna get into that tonight, man. Any of your brothers got something that y'all want to add to that, man, before we jump into the lesson?
Nope.
Let's dive
Nope.
into it.
Con, let's dive into it. Let's get that Colossians chapter 3 and verse 16.
Con. This is Colossians chapter 3 and verse 16. And it reads, "Let the word of Hamashiach dwell in you richly in all wisdom,
Mm-hmm.
teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord."
You see that?
And what
Oh,
Con,
Salaki. I got to touch on that. Because what are we
Con,
talking about? We're not talking about spiritual songs. We're not talking
Con.
about righteous hymns and tunes to uplift our people, right? We're talking about things that's the total opposite. Worship of Hashatan, right?
Con.
Praising and uplifting the death of your people, praising and the uplifting of the whoring out of your daughters, right? And the getting your mom and your auntie and Uncle Rufus and them strung out on dope and being a damn pillhead and being a drunkard at noonday. The scriptures say, what it say? In all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs,
Right. That's right.
right?
Con,
With the uplifting grace in your hearts to the Most High,
Mm.
not to the so-called Jewish man that's going to get rich and cash in that insurance policy once they put you in that body bag.
Mm. Bring
Con.
that out.
You see that?
Con,
He's
Mm-hmm.
going to get rich. He's going to get rich off your exploitations. He's going to get rich off the concerts. He's going to get rich off that album dropping, the downloads, the uploads,
Right.
videos, all that,
Mm-hmm.
merchandise, right? All that. And then guess what? Throw you away like a filthy rag, and he still signs and owns the rights to all of your stuff.
Con.
Con.
So even in your death, you are worth more to them dead than you are when you're alive. So-called
Mm.
black and Hispanic man, right? Y'all got to understand what's going on, right? Spiritual songs and hymns, right? Give me verse
Con,
17, Salak Baba Kusha,
Con. Colossians 3 and verse 17.
right?
And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Yahawashi, giving thanks to Yahweh and the Father by him.
Giving thanks to the Most High, Abinawa Yahweh, by Shema Mashiach Yahushua. Our people don't do that, man. If think about it like this, if our people just did that in the music, and our young men looked up to righteous brothers that were dropping righteous music, right? Stop doing these things. Stop whoring each other out. Stop trying to rob and murder each other. Stop selling dope. Be sober minded. Look on the
Mhm.
kingdom to come and be not a part of this world. If that was what our men was teaching, you wouldn't see this happening at such an alarming rate. And
Con.
it's like it was a fire. You remember back in the day, Big Pac, a couple of the rappers up in New York, Harlem got shot, a few parties and early 90s. Y'all remember that. But it's like
Con,
damn rocket fuel then got poured on it in the last 3 years, 4 years since what Nipsey Hustle and all that went down. It's just
Con.
got crazy. It's the norm. It's we've become so desensitized to it because it's a part of the norm. It's no different than when a cop shoot one of us in the back getting pulled over. We know
Right.
that it's coming. We're
Right.
desensitized to it, and there's nobody except the brothers that's on these panels, that's on these channels, that's even rebuking it or talking about it.
Wake them
And
up
how
on
would
it.
our young men, how much could our young men benefit from knowing the real gross and wicked and dark side of that music industry, man?
Con.
They would benefit tremendously, man. Right? But the Most High said we're supposed to be doing everything in word or deed unto Him, man. Right? Give me
Con.
verse 23, King.
Con. Colossians 3 and verse 23. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not unto men.
Mm-hmm. Now watch this. It says, and whatsoever you do, do it heartily as unto the Most High and not unto men. What y'all think they doing? They doing it. Is that music for the uplifting of the Most High?
La.
I don't know.
Nah, that music is straight for the uplifting of Satan,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
the death of your people. Hell, like I
Mm-hmm.
said, hell enlarging itself. It's a couple of scriptures I'm gonna bring out tonight, man, and some of these parables and dark sayings, man, that really just touch our people to the T, man. Really just truly touch our people to the T. And until we understand as a whole what's really going on and the market value that we have and how we exploit, our exploitation is the building up of these other nations.
Con.
They exploit us to get rich. They give
Right.
us poison to get rich. And that's poison of the ear, poison of the lungs, the smoking, poison of the liver, the body, poison of working you're working you to the bone 12, 15, 16 hours a day, right? Monday through Friday. Can't have got to work on Saturday, can't have the Shabbat off spiritually in its churches and stuff. All these things is an exploitation of you, so-called Black Hispanic, you Israelites, man. And until we come back to the Most High, it's going to continue. It's not going to stop. That's how we know the Most High is not playing, man. He's not
That's
playing.
right.
And brothers is
Huh.
getting put to death, man. Like they dying like the worst way. They dying like the worst way. Pull over at the red light. Bam, 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 bam. You at the brothers at the cookie shop getting some cookies. He walk out, yeah, you know, boom, boom, boom. Brothers run up with the chopper. Brother run up with the Kimber, tum 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 tum. Unload on this brother. Broad daylight.
Mm.
See what I'm saying?
And it's like you said,
Go ahead, King.
They glorifying it too.
Yeah.
Sad.
You see the cover photo, right? Oh man, he got killed right here. Let's board it up. Let's have a BS candlelight vigil and
Right.
let's put some teddy bears out there and some candles of Jesus holding the damn bunny rabbit.
Right.
This man is dead. This man was murdered by his own people. And then they glorify, and then you hear the lyrics of their songs, and it's like, first of all, what are you talking about?
Con.
What are you?
I got a precept.
Right. Go ahead, Elder. You got it.
I just have to touch on this one. This is one that when I was raised in the church, and Uriel, you probably remember that's the Church of God in Christ. The pastor, he would open up with this, but these precepts here goes with what's going on with the rap game because they're not doing this. This is Psalms chapter 100. I'm going to start reading at verse 1. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands. So the passage starts with making a joyful noise unto the Lord. This rap music is not a joyful noise unto the Lord. They are not doing that. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know ye that the Lord, he is God. It is he that has made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. See, a lot of people, they've forgotten about the one that created him. This is what the problem is. They have forgotten the Most High God that created the heavens and the earth and the one that made them. And they're not doing this. He actually said that we have to let everything that comes out of our mouth be edifying and uplifting so that it may minister grace to the hearers. He said to enter into his gates with thanksgiving and into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him and bless his name. For the Lord is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endureth to all generations. So, I mean, the Most High has given his attributes about himself in this. This whole thing is about his attributes and how he wants us to worship him and sing for him and to make the joyful noise. You got it, King.
Con, that was powerful because it starts off even in this. This is a psalm of praise. This is
God,
serving the Most High with gladness, like the brother brought up. This is how you serve Him with gladness. Come before His presence with singing, or did that say come before His presence with a half zip of Molly, 3 or 4 Xanaxes, a 45, a 9, have your homeboy with the chopper or the Glock 19 run up on them niggas strap and come in the building singing. See what I'm saying? Total opposite of what the Most High commanding us.
God.
And let me put this up real quick. Let me put this up real quick. What the brother said. Look at how sad this is. He said rappers today, their lifespan is up to the age of 22. You remember back in the day, right? I'm pushing 40, right? You know what I'm saying? And I remember when it was in the 90s when the crack was real bad, the heroin was real bad, in our community specifically, right? Not like it is now with the opioid crisis. I ain't talking about that. But in the 90s, it was bad, and that's when you started seeing the late 80s, early 90s is when you started to see the violence that was attached to the drug game. And then from that sprung the gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? So all of that coincides. We're put in a position of being in the hood, right? And then we trying to make it in the hood and be hood rich. So now we're selling dope to each other, right? We're trying to escape and get out the hood. And the only way that we can express ourselves is writing and talking and singing about what it is that we see. And that is drugs, guns, and violence towards each other. And they exploited that to the where today the average lifespan of a rapper, so-called hip-hop artist, is 22. That is sad. I remember when we used to be like, hey man, if I make it to 18, I'm good. A lot of brothers won't make it to 25. Now that's done dropped down to 22.
Right.
Yep.
When you know you can serve the Most High and it at least might make it to 65, 70. Know what I'm saying? That's a sad place that we're at right now, man. That's a sad place. Hey, Shalom, Judah the Mighty. Shalom, all praises to the Most High. Shalom, Sister Monique. All praises to the Most High. Yahawashi Shamar Thought. But yeah, man, that's heavy right there. Lifespan is up to the age of 22, man. You ain't even done nothing, man. You haven't experienced anything, man. Barely got to know a woman. Right? I know your children ain't but so old. They ain't no older than what, 6? If you're 22, 7. If you had them when you was still a baby, don't even get to touch or enjoy fatherhood. You know what I'm saying? All for what? For what? So somebody could say, "Oh, this dude was hard. He was out there in them streets. He was plugged in." All these stupid terms that don't mean a damn thing at the end of the day, man. You know what I mean? And that's sad, man. I just wanted to put that up there. You brothers got the floor if y'all had something before we go to the next verse.
Yeah, and you and what you said right there is that's real. You know, because a lot of these brothers out there, you know, they going by these terms, keeping it real. But what is keeping it real getting our people? Death by the age of 22. So look what Solomon said here, if I may, in Proverbs 3, chapter verse 1 and 2. It says, "My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee." Now, he didn't say nothing about slanging some dope on the corner, stacking up 300,000 and putting them racks in the closet, teaching these sisters how to twerk and get the bag. That ain't going to give us that long life and peace. No, it's keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's what's going to give us life and peace. That's what the Most High is telling us to do. We got to wake up as a people and come up out of this darkness. We have to open up our spiritual eyes and ears and fine tune that listening and listen to the voice of the Lord and quit listening to the folly that this industry is pushing on our people, because all it is a trap. It's destroying the minds of our people, and we got to wake up and realize what's going on. We got to get prepared for this kingdom to come. We got to keep these laws, Yasharala. Y'all got it.
Con, I gotta say something. I gotta land me back that off of that, man. Since we bringing up the wise sayings of King Solomon, let's get Ecclesiastes 7:17 real quick. Ecclesiastes 7:17, man. Right? Because it teaches you this industry is so wicked. Like there's nothing righteous about it. You know what I mean? A lot of these brothers say they have to sell out and go to these parties, right? They have to. The executive is trying to plug them. Y'all know what I mean, right?
Right.
Trying to lay with them. This man, right? Trying to exploit them, right? You setting usury over them, put them in these wicked contracts. You got to do 6 albums. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you an advance of 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, but then when you sell your million, you owe 700,000 back.
Right.
Caught up in the cipher, and all you get out of that is some jewelry that you're gonna end up getting robbed or shot for.
Right.
In some damn airport somewhere, thinking you stunting. Now you on World Star TMZ, broke with a damn piece of jewelry with 5 or 6 baby mamas, and your life is destroyed, and you looking to hopefully make it to 22.
Gone.
That's a sad state that we in, man. It's a sad state, man. And it's just so normalized right now because we continue to just add that sin to sin. And then our people don't care. It's praise. Let's get that Ecclesiastes 7 in verse 17, Baba Kushab.
I got it. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 17. Be not overmuch wicked, neither be thou foolish. Why shouldest thou die before thy time?
You see that? Why shouldst thou die before thy time? In foolishness and in wickedness. Hey, 22 years old, clocking out, 22 years old, that's dying before your time. Especially from violence and gun violence. I'm gonna put this list up. I know the brother Uriel got it, but I'm gonna put a list up a little bit later on. And you look at, it's all gun violence. It's all set up, plotted out, first degree aggravated murder, man. Brothers hating on their brother for the stupidest of things. He made more money than me. His album sold better than mine. He got the #1 single and he dissed me on a track. And then, and you see what I'm saying? It's all about pride. So why die before thy time? 22 years old, man. 22. That's not even that's a baby. That's not a man. That's not a man. When I was 22, I was a little boy. I want no damn good. I know me. I was in the military and everything. I want no good when I was 22. Let alone if I'm 22, got hundreds of thousands, if not access to millions, all the best drugs, women, party, travel, clubs, music, in the studio, ain't getting no sleep, partying all night. So how much more is it for our young men that are in that lifestyle? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's sad, man. It's sad. I just wanted to touch on that right after you brought that out, since you brought out that Proverbs 3:1. You brothers got the floor.
I have a precept to go right behind you, Yazir.
Go ahead, King. You got it.
Yeah, this is since we're in Proverbs, this is Proverbs 19 and verse 1. Better is the poor that walketh in his integrity than he that is perverse in his lips and is a fool. So you see what they doing with their mouth in that rap game. They're not using their mouths and their minds wisely. They're saying the wrong things. And the music industry, yeah, we know the Amaleks, they control all that. And they're the ones that's pushing that because they want to keep our people in that mud. Because as long as our people are in that sin, they can keep ruling over us. They know this. But if they can keep them doing all these wicked things, they know they're going to continue. But we got to get that 144,000 sealed. That's what we got to work on. We got to work on that 144,000. That's what we really got to focus on. The law sheet that's going to come back. Those are the ones we have to really focus on. You got it, King.
Con. Let me grab a precept from the brother Kantana. Let me get Proverbs, since we're in the Proverbs. We give you know what's amazing? The Proverbs are wise sayings, man. And these are wise sayings. I don't care what dispensation of time we are in. 1,000 years ago, 1,000 years from now, these things are always gonna ring true, man. Always gonna ring true. Right? Let's get Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 3. Proverbs 12 and verse 3.
Con. This is Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 3. A man shall not be established by wickedness, but the root of the righteous shall not be moved.
Read that again. Read that one more time.
Con. Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 3. A man shall not be established by wickedness, but the root of the righteous shall not be moved.
You see that? You are not going to be established by wickedness, man. It's on shaky ground. It has no foundation. And you see that? But the root of the righteous shall not be moved. Why? Because it's on solid ground. It's rooted in. There's a stronghold there. There's an anchor there. Because it's right. Because it's right. But if you wicked, that means you're going off. That means you ain't what you working for is not gonna hold weight. And watch this right here. Watch this right here. Let's get. I'm gonna touch right on this. Give me Haggai chapter 2 and verse 5. Haggai chapter 2 and verse 5. Are we gonna go back to the Proverbs, Sister Monique? We're gonna go back to the Proverbs.
Con. I got it.
Give me that Haggai chapter 2 and 5 and 6.
Con. This is the book of Haggai, chapter 2, verse 5.
Right.
And it reads, according to the word that I covenanted with you when ye came out of Egypt, so my spirit remaineth among you.
Right.
Fear ye not. Verse 6. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, yet once it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens, in the earth, in the sea, in the dry land. Verse 7. And I will shake all nations. You said that's it, all?
No, go ahead.
Verse 7. And I will shake all nations. In the desire of all nations shall come. And I will fill the house with glory, saith the Lord of hosts.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. The silver is mine, and the gold is mine, saith the Lord of hosts.
Come on.
Verse 9. The glory of this latter house shall be greater than of the former, saith the Lord of hosts. And in this place will I give peace, saith the Lord of hosts.
And in this place will I give peace. See, our people are looking for the rudiments of this world. They want to make it here. They want to turn up in Babylon. They want everything to go good for them and feel good here. But the Most High said, nah, it's about what's about to come. Because at the end of the day, all that wealth that you got, all that gold that you're trying to put on your neck, all that platinum grills and all that, the stunting that you're trying to do, that belongs to the Most High. That don't belong to you. And you obtained it, why? In wickedness, like the brother just brought out in Proverbs 12. So that's not going to stand. What's going to stand is the way that the Most High guided us and telling us to do. Why don't we try it that way? You know what I mean? We've tried everything else except following the laws of the Most High.
Right.
And he's promised us the glory in the latter house shall be greater than of the former. But it's going to take them to get off that milk. It's going to take them to come back and repent. They're going to have to understand, look, man, them dudes right there, that's on the corner, right there, downtown, over there in the hood, them dudes right there is the ones that the Most High put up. Because guess what? We from the same areas. We grew up in the same way. And the Most High uses the low of the low. He will make an example out of you, or he will build you up to make an example of righteousness.
That's right.
That's your choice. The choice is keep the commandments or die. It's that simple, right? I wanted to bring that out since you brought that up. But yeah, y'all got the floor.
But you know what the problem is, Jazar?
Go ahead, King.
Is brothers don't want the light. They don't want righteousness. They like you said, they want to seek the things of this world, and that's what's destroying them. So watch this. Let's see what Yahawashi said. This is the book of John, chapter 3, and I'm gonna read verse 19. And it says, "And this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than the light, because their deeds were evil." You see that? That's the hang up right there. People, our brothers and sisters aren't willing to cast off the works of darkness, the very things that are tripping them up and leading them down the road of destruction. We got to learn to love the light, the law, statutes, and commandments, because that's what's going to give us that crown. That's what's going to give us that everlasting life. Like we always say, you try to live now, you're going to die later. But if you sacrifice the things now, you're going to live later. We got to give up these things and quit listening to the ways of the world and follow that light. Hamashiach Yahawashi. That's who we have to hear. That's why he said, "My sheep hear my voice." That's the music we need to be listening to, is the voice of the Lord. Y'all got it.
Hey, look. Hey, we gotta finish that. We gotta get that verse 20 on that.
Come.
Yeah, get that verse 20 on that.
This is the book of John, chapter 3, verse 20. "For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved."
You see that? Unless his deeds, the wickedness that he was doing, be reproved, meaning that man has to repent and stop what he was doing.
That's right.
If not, it's over. Let's get Baruch 4:1 on that. Let's get Baruch 4:1 on that real quick. And watch this, because it said in John 3:19, that was heavy, brother, what you just brought out. They hate that light. See, when that light turns, it's like,
right.
Oh, man, turn the light off. Right? You know how you be sleeping. Y'all know how you be sleeping about 5, 6 in the morning, your rib go and she turn the light on. Boom, you man, right?
Turn the light off.
Right, turn the light off. You see what I'm saying? See, even Christ had bars. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yahawashi had bars. Don't get it twisted. Right?
That's right.
Give me that Baruch 4:1 and watch this. I'm gonna jump down on this one.
Khan, this is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God,
right?
And the law that endureth forever.
Watch this.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
Right.
But such as leave it shall die.
That is no more clear cut. Now watch what the next scripture say. Go ahead.
Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it.
And what else?
Walk in the presence of the light thereof.
Walk in the what?
In the presence of the light thereof.
Walk in the presence of the light thereof. Walk in the righteousness of keeping the law. But wait, keep going.
That thou mayest be illuminated.
That thou mayest be illuminated, so you know which way to go. The light only shows you the path that you're supposed to take. Right?
Yep.
But wait, watch this. Didn't you bring out earlier, Uriel and Ariel, you brought it out earlier that we have forgotten our power, didn't we? We've forgotten that. Jump down to verse 8.
Come. This is Baruch chapter 4 and verse 8. You have forgotten the everlasting God that brought you up.
Right.
And ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you.
You see that? We have forgotten the everlasting power that brought us up, and our customs and our heritage that has nursed us, man. We forgot all them things. That's why it's so easy for a brother to say, man, I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna end this nigga. It's so easy now. Like we didn't do that to each other, man. And guess what? That is a curse going all the way back. Going all the way back to the time of Moses, man. He said we were gonna do it.
Right.
But they didn't believe Moses back then. Our forefathers didn't believe Moses, and what are we doing right now? The same thing that Moses said was going to happen, it happened. It's
Con,
it's
con.
happening now.
That's right. That's
Play
right.
with the most high you want to. Play with the most high you want to. Thinking he ain't real, thinking that these scripts ain't real, thinking that these prophecies don't line up, thinking you're gonna do what you want to do, get it how you live. You want to be famous, okay? The Most High gonna make you famous, but it ain't gonna be for what you think.
Right.
Con.
Bring
He
that
gonna
out.
make you famous, right? I wanted to just bring that out. You got the floor. Y'all got the floor.
I'd just like to bring one behind you, Yazah, if I may.
You got it, King. You got it.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 8, verse 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of people, they hate the light. And if they're not doing the things according to these scriptures, he's saying there's no light in them. I mean, there's a spirit of Christ, and then there's a spirit of error. So they running with one of them, but he's making it plain. He said if they're not speaking according to this word, there is no light in them, because we were supposed to be a kingdom of priests, a kingdom of priests from the beginning. We weren't never supposed to be doing these things that they're pushing on us. And a lot of people, they have chosen death rather than life. That's what Jeremiah said.
Right.
You got it, King.
Con. Since we in that Isaiah, let's get Isaiah 10 and start at verse 1. Isaiah 10 and start at verse 1.
I got it for you. It says, woe unto them. This is
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees,
Mm-hmm.
and that write grievousness which they have prescribed,
All right, watch this.
to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people,
Mm-hmm.
that widows may be their prey,
Right?
and that they may rob the fatherless.
Salakia. Now you see something right there. You see the parables. Who was Isaiah talking about during this time? Isaiah was in during the time of the Babylonians. So these
Come,
same things was happening. But now look at the metaphors of that. The widows may be their prey. They horn out our women. They selling our mothers dope. They getting them
come,
being all in the streets. You see what I'm saying? Got them on the poles, right? They don't have no,
Con.
come,
and these are widows, which means their husband has already been put to death. You see that? And it says also that they may rob the fatherless. Who's being robbed? We're being robbed of our nationality. We're being robbed of the money out of our communities. We're robbing each other literally for this dude's chain or this dude's car. And in the midst of that, we are dying. Right? Go ahead.
And what will you do in the day of visitation,
Uh-huh.
and in the desolation which shall come from afar?
Mm-hmm.
To whom will you flee for help,
Mm-hmm.
and where will you leave your glory?
Salakia. That's a lot of meat in that. In the day of that visitation, man, I'm gonna tell you something. Ain't nothing like being in the middle of somebody having a shootout. That's a whole nother level of adrenaline, fear, uncertainty, unsureness of life or death in an instant, right? And you really see the character of people. You really see what happens. And the Most High said, in that day of visitation and in the desolation which shall come from far, whom will ye flee? Who will you flee to? Who you gonna call for help? Like brothers is sitting in their car, and dudes is hopping out the back of the truck, unloading on these brothers, man, on some Hollywood movie type spots. You know what I'm saying? Type stuff. And we're doing that to each other, and then glorifying them. And now young women like, oh, you heard, oh boy got shot, young blah 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 got hit. Like they shot him like 8 times, yo. You see what I'm saying? See how sad that is, man. It's a sad topic, right? And then watch this. Give me verse
God.
4. Watch this. Finish out verse 4.
Without me, they shall bow down under the prisoners, and they shall fall under the slain.
Shall fall under the slain. Right? Go ahead.
For all this, his anger is not turned away.
For all
his
this,
hand is,
for all this, the Most High anger is not turned away. But watch this. Go ahead.
but his hand is stretched out still.
But his hand is still stretched out to these brothers, man. Yeah. See, you all. Hey, look, until the Most High take you out, you still got a chance to get it right.
Come
on.
When that final decree come, hey, when the hop out boys get on you, you want to be famous. You want to be on Instagram, count your money with the black. Okay. And here come them boys. Yeah, let me get that. Now you sitting here looking stupid. Who you gonna cry to then? Who you gonna cry to? Don't call them the Most High. It's already been judgment that's been put out there.
Con.
You see what I'm saying? You got it, Uriel.
Con. Hey, that's what it is too. Is these brothers in Hollywood, they glorifying this and they influencing the youth. And so when our youth hear this, they come up inspiring to be just like what they hearing in the music. For us who actually live that life, it's not fun and games.
It's not
okay.
Fun.
When them bullets come flying at you, when you start losing friends to that life, it's not fun. Okay. For us that walk that road, we trying to tell the people now, the ones that repented and came into the light. Now we can tell our brothers and sisters, hey, that's not where it's at. That's not what it's about. You're going to lose your life if you playing with the Lord like that. Watch this. Hey, Yahawashi, will you grab me that Hosea chapter 4 and give me verse 1 and 2? And I like to land me back off of that with Isaiah 51 and 20, if I may.
Con, you got it.
All praises, I'll pray it. Hosea 4, 1 and 2, King.
Con, this is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verses 1 through 2. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
So the Most High said, pay attention, my children. I got an issue with y'all over some things. So listen up, read.
Because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land.
He said, I got a problem with y'all right now because y'all aren't walking according to the truth. Y'all don't have the knowledge of who I am, the Most High said. Y'all don't know these laws, statutes, and commandments as you should. So now I have a controversy with you. Keep reading.
Verse 2. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood toucheth blood.
Isn't that what the music is all about today? About prostituting our sisters, about robbing such and such. Like Yazar said, them hop out boys. About Mr. I'm gonna blow your head off. I'm gonna take your girl. This is all our people are talking about these days. Glorifying murder, rape, robbery in the music. But then we want to look at the enemy and say, don't shoot. What sense does that make when we telling our oppressors don't shoot us, but then we turn around and shoot each other in the back?
Bring that part out, brother.
You see that? We killing each other on a higher rate than our enemy is killing us. That's why the Most High is sending his judgment on us, because we don't love each other as we should. Give me that Isaiah 51 and 20, y'all.
Con. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 51 and verse 20.
God.
Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets, as a wild bull in a net.
As a wild bull in a net. All these Crips and Bloods, all these Nortes, Serranos, all these wild bulls caught in a net. That's how they acting out there on a block that got the oppressor's name on it. This is Monroe Street, Washington Block, 13th and Smith. Okay, blocks that they don't even own, representing a neighborhood that they living on Section 8 on and killing brothers and sisters over this block, over a color, okay? And a lot of this is inspired in the music, okay? Because our brothers and sisters, the ones that do make it out, they want to glorify the life that they came out of. But you know what? They ain't going back to their neighborhoods.
Nope.
Why they influencing the youth? They ain't doing nothing to change the problems that they done made it out of. Okay. They talking about the life they live, but you best believe they ain't going back to that life. So we got to wake up and pay attention to what's really going on. Finish it out, Ak.
They are full of the fury of the Lord.
You see that? And as a result, the fury of the Lord, that judgment is coming upon our people. That's why it says in 1 Peter 4:17, judgment must first begin at the house of God. So when we out here acting like a bunch of fools, the Most High gonna bring that belt out and whip us down. And that's what's going on. Go ahead, King.
Khan. Elder, you have one? Because I want to bring out a precept the brother put up. You got it?
I got one. I got one to go right behind Uriel. This is
you got it.
I'm going back to Proverbs chapter 16, verse 25. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. So yeah, they thinking this is the right way to do it, is what a lot of our people think. But it's killing them. They should be able to wake up and smell this coffee, because they've been dying at an alarming rate. But this is the way they think they need to do it. They think this is what success is. Is it going to be a rapper? But they should see by now that it's not working out for them. You got it. You got it, King.
So like Khan, and the scriptures are lining up with our people, man. I want to bring this out. The brother Manatazar put up. Give me Psalms chapter 5. Start at verse 4. Psalms chapter 5 and start at verse 4.
Right. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 5 and verse 4.
Right.
And it reads, "For thou art not a God that hath pleasure in wickedness, neither shall evil dwell with thee."
You see that? So that's you're gonna get removed. You're gonna get removed. And the ultimate removal is pushing up them daisies, man. That sting of death, man. The Most High not playing, man. He's not playing. We can't say it enough, man. The Most High is not playing, and He's ramping up the judgment so quickly. It's not taking a long time for the Most High to put it out there that it's okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, boom. Right? So the Most High, he losing his patience with us. Losing his patience with us, and brothers are not seeing this, and the women too, because it ain't just the men. Let me touch on these women. You get Megan Thee Stallions, your Cardis. Who else is out there rapping? Y'all know who, right? These women are out there telling your daughters to be whores.
Yeah, Beyonce.
Right, telling your daughters to be whores. Get drunk, fall in love, have a one-night stand, have a baby, rob this nigga, drop a roofie in his drink, get him for the most he can, for the most you can, and then go on and move to the next brother. That Jezebel spirit.
Right.
That Jezebel spirit. And then you listen to the songs and it's like, what is she talking about?
Right.
Right? So these women rappers, it's no different, because you're putting our daughters in a position where they are whores and in rebellion, and thinking that they don't need a Israelite man. They don't have to follow the order that the Most High set up. I can go out here, do what I want to do. I can shake my ass. I can be a whore. I can spread my eagle to any man that cometh up in here. Long as he got a couple dollars in a nice car and he look like he fly and smell a little good, he can get the Quabah and do whatever he want to. And the sister put it up. It all started back with Little Kim. Lil' Kim. Know what I'm saying? Now
Straight
look
father.
at now look at Lil' Kim after the wickedness, the industry then chewed her ass up and spit her out. Look at
Look
her.
bad.
Look bad out here, man. She
Real bad.
Lil' Kim look like a damn dehydrated albino pig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was an old song by Bill Withers. Remember that one? If you keep on using me, to use me
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
That's what.
Until you use me up. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what they doing with them.
I know exactly what you're talking about. The music industry is gonna chew you up, and get you for all that sugar like a piece of gum. It's gonna chew you up and get all that goodness out of there. And
Right.
then after it's done, it's gonna spit you out. And guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna get trampled on, you're gonna get stomped on in the streets, you're gonna get rained on, and eventually you have lost your flavor. And
Right.
nobody gives a damn about a piece of chewed up gum.
Con.
Con.
And that's exactly what the music industry do to you, right?
Mhm.
It's sad, man. But watch this right here. Get verse 5 on this.
Con.
Psalms 5,
Psalms chapter 5 and verse 5.
right?
The foolish shall not stand in thy sight.
Mm-hmm.
Thou hatest all workers of iniquity.
How does the Most High feel about the sinners of his people?
Con. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity.
But see, I thought they told. See, that's the other thing. They tell our people God only hate the sin. He don't hate the sinner. I know y'all can pull that. Somebody grab that in Sirach. We can't let that slide. We can't let that. Yeah, we can't let that slide. No. We can't let that slide. I'm there already. I can grab it if one of y'all, unless one of y'all got it.
Sirach 12 and 6.
Yeah, you got it. Bring that out real quick, King.
Con. This the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 6.
Right?
For the Most High hateth sinners.
Read it again.
For the Most High hateth sinners.
When he gets shot up at the red light.
For the Most High hateth sinners.
When she bleach her skin and no one know who she is no more.
For the Most High hateth sinners.
When she get raped, robbed, and murdered in the back of the club because she was twerking and shaking her ass after the concert.
For the Most High hateth sinners.
Right? Go ahead.
And will repay vengeance unto the ungodly.
And will do what?
Repay vengeance unto the ungodly.
And what else?
And keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment.
And keep them. He gonna set you up so nice.
Con.
For the mighty day of that punishment, man.
That's right.
Y'all better, hey man. Y'all better take warning from the Most High. We giving y'all what we call them warning precepts. Them warning precepts. That's all you getting right now, man. That's all you getting. The Most High said he hate that thing, and he gon' you know how they show the gangster, he be rubbing his hand like, yeah, you know, I got something. But that's the God and the King of terrors.
Right.
That's doing that. You see what I'm saying? The God and the King of terrors is rubbing his hands, waiting for the day where thy time has come.
Blow that candle out.
And that candle get blown. Man, that's a scary thought, man. That's a scary thought, man. Right? Go back to that Psalms 5 and get that verse 6.
Con.
Watch this.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 5 and verse 6.
Right?
Thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing. The Lord will abhor the bloody and deceitful man.
You see that? And what is that music all talking about? Bloodshed and deceit. I'm gonna lay with this dude girl. That's deceitful. That's wicked. That's adultery. I'm gonna lay with all these women, right? I'm gonna get high out of my mind. You destroying your temple. More deceit. You lying, knowing most of you ain't even doing what you saying that you're doing in your music. I push bricks and all this stuff, and you know what I'm saying? I got weight, and I got the Migos finna bring it across the border and all. Nigga, no you don't. No you don't. One out of 100 of you live that lifestyle. But you're saying it, you're leasing it with your mouth.
Gone.
You leasing it. That's why he said, that's why he used that. He said, thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing. You know, you lease a car, you don't own it.
Right.
You got to give it back because it ain't yours. So when you lease it in that tongue, you saying something that's not yours. That's not your lifestyle. But you'll push it, right? You'll pump it out there in your music for a couple of likes, a couple clicks,
Right.
a couple of things that'll keep your people in wickedness, and then the Most High is gonna come visit thou.
Right.
Con.
Go ahead, finish that out, King.
Con, you want verse 7?
Come on, Baba Kushab.
All right. Psalms chapter 5 and verse 7. But as for me, I will come into thy house in the multitude of thy mercy, and in thy fear will I worship toward thy holy temple.
You hear what King David said? In thy fear, I will worship towards the Most High in his holy temple. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 8.
Watch this.
Lead me, O Lord, in thy righteousness.
Watch this.
Because of mine enemies. Make thy way straight before my face.
Hey, look, he like, put me on the straight path. Because guess what? When you out there in wickedness, you don't know who's plotting against you. You don't know. Because guess what? He getting it? He eating? He signed that 3-record deal? He on the money team now? Yeah, them dudes right there, they coming to get you. Them pull-up boys, the hop-out guys, yeah. They coming to get you. You thought they was down for the cause because when y'all was poor, right? Y'all was straight, you know what I mean? We all trying to come up, we all trying to eat, right? But they signed you, but you ain't want to bring us. We don't like this nigga now. We need that. We need that. Now you got enemies that was your friends. And a lot of times, a lot of these brothers that's getting killed in this music game, the people that's killing them is they homies.
Bring that out.
Knew they mamas and everything. Slake stayed at the house, played Nintendo on the weekend. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know how it was. He got the Mario 3. We going over to his place. They killing each other now. Because this one got a little bit more than that one. And jealousy and envy and pride sets in.
That's right. That's right.
Hell has enlarged itself, right? Give me verse 9. Finish that out, King.
Khan, Salakia.
Watch this right here.
So, well, like that was Psalms, right? Or Proverbs?
Psalms 5 and 9. Watch this right here. It's going to say exactly the metaphor that I just pulled out. You can't make this up. Man.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 5 and verse 9. For there is no faithfulness in their mouth.
Read it again.
Their inward.
Read that again.
Salakia. For there is no faithfulness in their mouth.
No faithfulness in their mouth. They fronting. They lying. They ain't about what they really talking about. Right? Go ahead.
Their inward part is very wickedness. Their throat is an open sepulcher. They flatter with their tongue.
Watch this right here. Get verse 10. Watch this.
God, Psalms chapter 5 and verse 10.
Right?
Destroy thou them, O God. Destroy thou them, O God.
Destroy thou them. Right? Go ahead.
Let them fall by their own counsels.
Woo. Let them fall by their own counsels. And what is these brothers talking about in their music?
Murder.
Folly. I'm gonna run up on this nigga and take his girl. Okay, that same dude gonna run up on you and load you up with about 12 hot ones. Okay?
That's right.
You making a testimony against yourself. Wanna be the rapper. Wanna be the hip hop artist of the year. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Cast them out in the multitude of their transgressions.
Why?
For they have rebelled against thee.
They have rebelled against the Most High, man. You can't get around this, man. You can't get around this. The Most High is not playing, man. A beautiful precept, Quintana. Manatazah, beautiful precept, man. You see that? He said, destroy thou them. Let them fall by their own counsel. You set yourself up. And that goes into how the Most High said, hey, man, you got to give account for everything that you say. You got to give account for that thing, man. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
I just wanted to touch on that, man. Bring that out real quick. Y'all got the floor.
Real quick, if I may. Speaking about that, we have to give an account for everything we say. Let me grab this 1 Corinthians 15 and 33 real quick. I got it. It says, 1 Corinthians 15 and 33, it says, be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners. You see that? Because that's all this music is about, is evil communications. So when our children, when the youth, when our brothers and sisters are listening to this music, it's corrupting their manners. Okay, it's corrupting their ways. Like Yazar brought out earlier, they glorify this. So next thing they want to do, they want to sag their pants. They want to go grab the next Glock. They want to go get the next bag. See the next sister twerking on the block, because it corrupts good manners. I'm gonna read verse 34. It says, awake to righteousness and sin not, for some have not the knowledge of God. I speak this to your shame. You see that? When we don't have the knowledge of the Most High, it's to our shame. What is that knowledge? The law, statutes, and commandments. So we got to come back to these laws. We got to come back to the faith. We got to come back to the light so we can inherit that everlasting life. We got to walk away from these evil communications because it's corrupting good manners, as the Bible says. Y'all got it.
Con. Can I land me back off of that? Since you brought that up, I just want to touch something in the law, man. Get Deuteronomy 29. Deuteronomy 29, right? Everybody read Deuteronomy 28. We know that. Let's see what that Deuteronomy 29 talking about, though. Right? Deuteronomy 29 and start at verse. Salakia King. Start at verse. Verse 19. Matter of fact, before you get that, get Isaiah 30 and 1. Get Isaiah 30 and 1 real quick. Baba Kusha. Isaiah 30 and 1.
You in the spirit, Doc. You in the spirit with that one.
Right.
All right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me. And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit.
Go ahead.
That they may add sin to sin.
That they may do what?
That they may add sin to sin.
That they may add sin to sin. Now give me the Deuteronomy 29. Deuteronomy 29 and start at verse 19.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 19.
Because this is what they think. This how they think. They think it's all good. They think everything good. So you know how you get a little money? Everything good, right? I'm about to buy my mama a house. I'm gonna get my dream car. My bank account got a couple zeros in it. Life's good, right? Everything's good. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 29 and verse 19.
Right.
And it come to pass when he heareth the words of this curse, that he bless himself in his heart, saying, I shall have peace, though I walk in the imagination of mine heart, to add drunkenness to thirst.
So they can add sin to sin. I'm good. Right? Everything's all good. Hey man, we made it. We made it. We live in the dream. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 20. The Lord will not spare him, but then the anger of the Lord and his jealousy shall smoke against that man.
Salakia, hold on. Salakia. We can't go past that. Wait, hold up. We got to back up on that. He said,
Con.
the anger of the Most High shall smoke against that man. What do we call
Yeah.
these dudes when they get shot up? They got what?
It's smoked.
No.
They got
Smoke.
smoked.
Right.
Yeah.
I keep telling y'all, man, the Most High got bars. The Most
Yeah.
High is the rapper, okay? He's the true undefeated battle rapper, okay?
Rapper.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah. Yeah.
right. Read that verse 20 again, because it's right after you think that everything is all good. And you
Con.
don't need the Most High. And you gonna add sin to sin. And you gonna do what you do. The Most High said, what? Read verse 20 again.
Deuteronomy 29 and verse 20.
Right?
The Lord will not spare him.
Uh-huh.
But then the anger of the Lord and his jealousy shall smoke against that man.
Go ahead.
And all the curses that are written in this book shall lie upon him,
Mm-hmm.
and the Lord shall blot out his name from under heaven.
We don't see as thou anymore. Thou has been removed from amongst the living. He's been blotted out. He's been smoked. Y'all better understand that, man. The Most High is not playing, man. And look, this is in the Torah. So Moses was dealing with brothers that was walking around in that same spirit back then. He warning them, hey man, the Most High gonna smoke you, bro. The Most High gonna smoke you. Nah, Moses, you don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm gonna do me, man. We out of Egypt now. I'm about to get it, man. We almost at, about to walk into that
Dathan.
promised land. Right. They made it.
Yeah, Dathan and Korah and all them.
Right. They think they made it. Uh-huh. Now you don't need the Most High. Now you can puff up and be prideful. Because you think you made it with carnal and material things that don't even belong to you. Like the brother said. You run 12th and William Street. That's your block. You own that. Okay. They come through there, put construction through there, shut the whole neighborhood down, put stop signs, had a man holding a sign, and you can't do nothing.
Right.
But a dude from the next block over sing a song about your street, you ready to go to war with him and kill him. And y'all, neither one of you own a damn thing. See that?
Yeah.
Simple as hell, man. Simple. Lost in the sauce, trying to find a way except the ways of the Most High. All right? Y'all got the floor, King.
Con. I just want to bring out a quick precept, just going with what you done just said. This is going to come out of the book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54. And it says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, because we Israelites, there was a time where we actually had love for our brothers. We had love for our people in general, right? It says his eyes shall be evil toward his brother, right? I mean, like, where is all this madness coming from? It's obviously, a direct result of these curses. It don't make no sense for us to be in the same community and having an evil eye toward one another. It just don't make no sense. But then when you weigh out that thing and understand, oh, well, this is because we're walking in darkness. This is because we're not walking out the law, statutes, and commandment. This is because we're not keeping the charge of the Most High God. Well, of course, only these things can be so. Right. And toward the wife of his bosom, just like we keep constantly repeating. This rap music is really toxic. It's got us thinking that it's normal to whore out our women, and then the next generation is picking up on. And the next, it's just we're raising dead people. And it's like, that don't even sound right. That don't even really sound right? But what can you expect when you living outside of the ordinance of the Most High God? Because he is the God of the living. Right. So we can't be surprised to see that we submerged in death. Right. So, and toward the wife of his bosom, toward the remnant of his children, which he shall lead. I mean, that's just playing upon tables right there. I mean, you can't be there for your own son. You can't be there for your own children, but you can be there for the homies on the block. You can, that just don't make no sense. That just don't make no sense. That's backwards. Right, that's backwards. Right. And cold part about it, the result of that is we going out backwards. Right. Okay. The the pinnacle of your lifespan is 22, you still a baby.
Still a
You know
baby.
what I mean? You still a baby. So I just want to bring that out because, considering that, yes, it's a part of the curses that we in the truth are, pretty fairly familiar with. A lot of our people aren't. And they got to understand that the Most High God has already foretold that these things would be. There's nothing new under the sun. And the Most High God is literally pleading with us, but we need to hearken while we still have the time, right? Because it's depleting before our eyes, just like our people.
Con, watch this right here. And I'm glad you just brought that out because it's all about those curses, man. It all goes back to the curses, man. Let me get this precept that the brother put up real quick. This is Sirach 7:1, right? Let me read it real quick. It says, this is Sirach chapter 7 and verse 1. It says, do no evil, so shall no harm come unto thee. Right? That's simple. That's simple. That's 2 + 2 is 4. Do no evil, nothing bad happens.
Yeah.
Right? Watch this. Depart from the unjust, and iniquity shall turn away from thee. Depart from the unjust and the wicked, and depart. The wicked shall depart from thee. Evil things are not going to come upon thou. You see that? Watch this. Verse 3. My son. And who we talking about? These rappers. We talking about your Nicki Minaj's and all them too. But it's mainly the men that are the example of what's going on amongst our people now. It says, my son, sow not upon the furrows of unrighteousness, and thou shalt not reap them sevenfold. See, we got to understand something. Give me that Joel 2:27 real quick, Baba Kushab. Give me that Joel 2:27 real quick. He said, let me read verse 3 again while you grabbing that. It says, my son, sow not upon the furrows of unrighteousness, and thou shalt not reap them sevenfold. That's another, hey, look, that's another scare tactic right there. The punishment and the judgment for the wicked and unrighteous deeds is sevenfold. I don't know about you, but if I got a whooping, right, and my dad said to me, I'm gonna give you sevenfold the punishment, I'm not doing that. If it's a good pop, right, or a good smack across the mouth, I'm doing disrespectful. Now I got to get 7 of them. Think about that. Wait, you got shot 1 time. Now you got to get hit 7 times. Think about that thing. You see that? Bring me that out there real quick. That Joel 2:27.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed.
Salaki. I meant Amos 3:1. Salaki. My bad. That's what I want. Amos 3:1. Salaki.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Right.
And it reads, hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Watch this.
Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
He said, I will punish you for all your iniquities. And Sirach, he said, you can get that punishment sevenfold. Because iniquity is wickedness. That's sin. That's breaking his law. That's doing what he told you not to do. Or not doing what he told you to do. All that goes hand in hand. That's rebellion. That's going against your power. Your Father, the Heavenly Father, said that. I'm going to punish you. Now, did he say, I will punish you for some of the things you do wrong? Read it again. That last part. I will do what? What do you say?
God. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
No, just some of your iniquities.
For all your
Maybe,
iniquities.
maybe you just might have hit the blunt and got high a couple times with old girl.
I will punish you for all your iniquities.
All.
God.
There's no escaping all. Means
God.
all inclusive. Everything. You will be
Complete.
punished for that.
God.
So why not just do it the right way?
Con.
I don't know about y'all, man, but I didn't like getting whoopings. It's
Con.
wasn't one of my favorite activities. You know,
No.
not one of my
No.
favorite pastimes, getting my ass whooped by my dad or my mom or you know what I'm saying? Nah.
You get the switches. They
Right,
use the
right.
switches on you.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
see, this how you gotta look at it. Elder, this how you gotta look at it, right? See, you could get hit with that one switch that they let you go pick. Or
Yeah.
they could come in there with that cat of seven tails. They come in there with a small broom.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, it's a bad day. It's a bad day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not starting off good, right? But
Hey,
Right.
guess what?
that's that reaping and sowing.
Hey, that's that reaping and sowing. You went out there,
Yeah.
okay, it ain't gonna be too bad. You know, I could take it. Go out there and grandma come back in the crib, grandpa come back in the crib with
Uh-huh.
sevenfold.
Mm-hmm.
Your whole thought process has now changed.
Yeah.
From the first time, from the first point of contact, one time, everything that you just thought about, your decisions beforehand and afterward have now changed.
God.
How much more so the Most High when it comes to your life?
Right. Right.
How much more so the Most High when it comes to your life, man? And these brothers, I don't get it. They just our people just don't take the Most High serious, man.
Con.
You know what I mean? And that's scary, man. But I just wanted to touch that, man, because these punishments, man, sevenfold, man, that's heavy, man. Y'all got the
God, and you know what is it's very interesting because considering this sevenfold idea, we got to understand like how many captivities have we been subject to as Israelites? You see,
Seven.
kind of let me back on what we said before. It's like I can remember some of the elders in my younger days speaking about getting that butt whooped, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'll talk about catching it from the teacher, then possibly even catching it from the principal, then Mr. Johnson at the pharmacy,
Mm-hmm.
then get home for mama, then daddy, then
Don't have
Yeah.
grandma, and
don't have a
Ain't
grandpa.
big
free
brother.
You see, a
Don't have a big
complete
brother or
amount of,
uncle or
right,
auntie.
right,
Yeah.
right. It's that
Sevenfold.
perpetual correction. Yeah, so we really got to get it through our thick heads. Let me bring out this quick precept right here. This is out of the book of Revelations, chapter 18, 4-6. All right, and it says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, 'Come out of her, my people, that ye may not be partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.'" The Most High is just literally pleading with us, saying, forsake these wicked ways, lest you gonna be judged, lest you gonna get that tail whipped. All right.
Con.
For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. Just like we just said earlier, the Most High is not gonna forget, right?
Con.
Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled to her double. Right now, we understand this is talking about Babylon according to the passage. However, in a metaphorical sense, when it comes to Yasharala, okay, we got to understand that when we getting chastised by the Most High, He's gonna literally double our cup as well. You know what I mean? So we gotta really get it through our head that the Most High is not playing, and He is gonna have His justice. So Yeah, if he's not going to acquit the wicked, then where do we stand? You know what I mean? And vice versa. You know what I mean? If he's not going to acquit us, then where does the wicked stand? So y'all got it, y'all.
Y'all got it. Y'all got the other precepts y'all want to bring out? I want to pull a precept. I'm grabbing it real quick in Psalms 78 and 49, unless y'all got something real
I
quick.
got a precept.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
and
King. You got
yeah,
it.
I got one, and I'm going back to Proverbs, chapter 21, and it's verse 16. It says, "The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead." So this is what it is with a lot of our people. They don't know Christ, so they're walking around spiritually dead. They haven't. A lot of them, they're continuing to stay in this matrix and in the mud and the mire because they have conformed to this world. This is what it
Mhm.
is in the music industry. They done got the contracts and they enjoy the money they getting, which I hear a lot of them. It's really getting ripped off. They're not really getting unless they own their own the
Right.
labels and stuff like that. Then they probably making some money. But if they don't own the labels, yeah, the record companies is making most of that money. So yeah, a lot of our people they have to wake up like Christ said and arise from the dead because a lot of them are just asleep. They got to really wake up from the slumber that they're in. And there is another one I'd like to bring out in the same chapter, verse 21. It says, "He that followeth after righteousness and mercy findeth life, and righteousness and honor." So they gonna get promoted to honor if they just do what the Bible is saying. They got to just follow behind the lamp. They got to follow behind the Mashiach because he is the light of the world. And this is what they're gonna have to do to stop, dying and just if they want to live this righteous life, this is the only way. Because Christ says, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one goes to the Father except through me." You got it, King.
You on mute, Doc. You
Yep,
on mute.
you're on mute.
Salaki,
Give me.
Salaki, Salaki. All praise, all praise. Yeah, I want to grab this right quick, man. Um, Beautiful precept, Elder. Beautiful precept. Let me get this Psalm 78 real quick, man. And then I also got it in the NLT. Um, the brother asked me to bring it out. Bring this out in the KJV, Psalm 78 and 49. This is talking about the angels, man. Remember, the angels are recording what we do. And the angels also are the messengers of what the Most High wants to happen. And the messengers also do the execution of Yahweh's will, man.
Con.
They are the ones that do what. Hey, it's no talk back. Hey, hey, look, I need him to go ahead and give him 12 hot ones, catch him, about 6 p.m. on a Friday afternoon. Right before you go to the club, he just dropped his kids off. Don't let nothing happen to the kids. And the angel
Con.
say, Khan, and go do what he say. Psalm
Yeah.
78:49. Bring this out, King.
Con. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 78 and verse 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger,
Mm-hmm.
wrath, and indignation,
Uh-huh.
and trouble by sending evil angels among them.
By sending
Wow.
what?
By sending evil angels among them.
Sending evil angels among them. Right? Let me get it out the NLT. Psalm 78:49, NLT version. He loosed on them his fierce anger, all his fury, rage, and hostility. He dispatched against them a band of destroying angels. He
Wow.
dispatched. That means, okay, I got a board over here. I got a couple missions that need to be getting done. You ain't got nothing you got going on today, so I need y'all to go handle that.
Con.
The king of terrors, man. And they are going to be successful. Whatever that dispatch is supposed to be at the exact time that it's supposed to happen, it's going to happen.
Con.
And there's nothing that we could do about that, right?
Con.
That's
That's
the
what happened in Egypt.
that's what happened in Egypt.
Yep.
That's the fear that you got to live with day to day. You got to come out of that, man. Like most of the brothers that I know that's in this truth, bro, we was out there in them streets. And the Most High could have dispatched them same angels against us. But
Right.
he dispatched the angels to bring us in through mercy,
Con.
to repent, to get our life aright, to do his will, to now be anointed
Hallelujah.
of the Most High on the right hand side. So that because he could have sent the ones on the left hand side. See what I'm saying? So we're blessed to have that. But those brothers that's dying off at 22 years old, they're not getting that opportunity, man. They're not getting that opportunity. And I want to bring out something. Did y'all brothers have another precept? Because I want to bring out this list of artists real quick. So like if I may, unless y'all got a precept. You got something you want to bring out, y'all?
No, actually, I think what I gotta bring out is gonna coincide with what you're gonna bring out. So go for it, King.
Con.
Yeah. Likewise.
Let me bring this out real quick, man. Just bear with me. All right. I'm hoping that y'all can see this, right? This is off of Wikipedia. Look at all these brothers going back to 1987. Now, remember earlier we were talking what really took off in the late 80s, early 90s? The drug game, the
Con.
crack game, right? Look at all these brothers right here. Shot and killed. Shot and killed. Shot and killed. Okay? 1987, 25 years old. 1989, 24 years old. 1990, that magic number, 22. Shot and killed. 20 years old, 1993. Shot and killed, 27. Shot and killed, 19. Shot and killed, 21. See what I'm saying? Right? Shot and run over. He got shot and ran over. 21 years old. Shot and killed. Look at this. Right? Nope, I don't see the oldest person I see on here. 44, and he was a producer. He still got shot and killed. See what I'm saying? And as of December the 9th, we had Slim 400. I don't even know who he is. He just got killed.
That was a rapper from Compton.
Right. So Slim 400 just got killed. Young Dolph just got killed. Not even a month ago. Right? Let me see here. King Von. Right? Look at that. Last year, a year ago. Right?
That's sad.
It's sad, man. Look at it. Pop Smoke. Last year. Nipsey Hussle. Right? Look at the age on these brothers, man. 20 years old, man. 20 years old. Shot and killed, man. You know what I mean? Smoke Dog. I don't know who that is. 21 years old. Right? Bankroll Fresh. 28 years old. Shot and killed. Right? It's sad, man. Have Soldier Slim. Y'all remember him? Right? 26 years old. Shot and killed. Mac Dre. Y'all remember him? I know y'all remember him.
Yeah.
Shot and killed. Look at that, man. It's crazy. And then look, go back. Big L. 24 years old. Y'all remember Big L?
Con.
Out of New York, right?
Out of New York. Used to be on the Ruckus, label.
Yeah.
Right? I remember Big L, right? Shot and killed. Notorious Biggie, right? 24 years old. Shot and killed. Right? Tupac. 25 years old, man. Y'all see that, man? And now people think that, and look, and watch this right here. I'm gonna show you another part of this right here that a lot of people are not thinking about. This right here is a list of people that are known.
Right. Bring that out.
This is just the people that are known to have dropped albums, to have had things streamed and downloaded or uploaded, or had a club banger or something like that. But what about all the brothers who was in this game and living this lifestyle that are not on that list, that's been shot and killed? These are just the ones that we know, man. So you got to ask yourself, man, is this lifestyle really worth it, man? Is it really worth it for a few dollars? Some women that's been ran through and used up, some old dollars with your oppressor's face on it that you're gonna have to give up and be in a contract for anyway. Had to sell your soul.
Right.
But you can keep the righteous sayings and these spiritual hymns according to the Most High. But that ain't
right.
that's spiritual right there. It don't feed that flesh, right? Let me bring this out right here from the brother Darash, man. All praises. Hey, Shalom, King brother Darash. He said, "No new thing under the sun." Ecclesiastes 1:9. Brothers passing young, senseless at that, but Israel loved disobedience and evil.
Not his children.
Sought his children, man. That's why the Most High said we are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. Senseless. And the brother said something heavy. Passing young and senseless and love disobedience. You see these brothers putting tattoos and upside down crosses on their foreheads, and I say, man, what is going on?
Right.
What about that? They promoting just being high and killing yourself. We did a lesson a few months back. Hey, the water for that, Darash. Stop the water. We did a lesson a few years, not a few years, but a couple months back, and said our people just want to party, BS, and kill each other. Because that's really all that happens.
Right.
Want to party, right? Get high, get drunk, turn up. So who gonna let me take them home that night? And if the wrong person say the wrong thing to me or look at me the wrong way, that person has to die. That's how low we've become as a people. To the point where the music is glorifying it, and that our people that are not in this truth think that it's okay. But ready to march and say Black Lives Matter and all that.
Right.
I got a precept you ought to bring up to go with what you were bringing out in Deuteronomy.
You got it, King. It's all you.
This is Sirach 39, and I'm going to start at verse 28. It says, "There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction." So yeah, this is the Most High at work, because he said judgment must begin at the house of God. So judgment must begin at us. He said, where is that going to leave the sinners and the unbelievers? This is him passing his judgment. I'm going to read on a little more. They shall rejoice in his commandments. And that's them angels you was talking about too.
That's right.
And they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. Therefore, from the beginning, I was resolved. So Sirach, he had to ponder on this. He said, and thought upon these things, and have left them in writing. He said, all the works of the Lord are good, and he will give every needful thing in due season, so that a man cannot say, this is worse than that. For in time they shall all be well approved. So yeah, the Most High, he is going to get everybody, like Jeremiah said, he's going to judge everybody according to their ways and according to the fruit of their own doings. Because our own doings is what's doing us in. This is why people need to understand. You got it, King.
Can I just touch on that real quick in verse 31? Remember I read, we said he dispatched the angels? And it's, hey, you on the board, this is your job, go do this. And what it say in verse 31? They shall rejoice in his commandment.
Con.
They are
Mm-hmm.
ready to go do it. The angels of the Most High ready to go do it. However, that need to go down. You see what I'm saying?
Con.
That was a beautiful precept, man. The Most High is serious about this thing, man, and He really is telling us we must get it together, man. Right? We
Con.
must get this thing together. I want to touch on something that you hit, Uriel. You was in Hosea, right? A little earlier. You hit Hosea 4 and 1.
Con.
Let's go back to Hosea real quick. Let's go back to Hosea real quick. And let's get chapter 7 and start at verse 13.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 7 and verse 13.
Right?
Woe unto them, for they have fled from me.
Uh-huh.
Destruction unto them,
Uh-huh.
because they have transgressed against me.
Watch this.
Though I have redeemed them, yet they have spoken lies against me.
And the Most High hate that. Most High hate them lies, man. Right?
Con.
Go ahead.
And they have not cried unto me with their heart, when they howled upon their beds.
Watch this.
They assembled themselves for corn and wine, and they rebel against me.
They assemble themselves. They come together for those riches. That corn, right? Be getting fat, eating. We all eating good. We drinking good, right?
Right.
That corn and wine. Go ahead.
Though I have bound and strengthened their arms, yet do they imagine mischief against me.
Right, go ahead.
They return, but not to the Most High.
Go ahead.
They are like a deceitful boat.
Go ahead.
Their princes shall fall by the sword for the rage of their tongue.
Read that part one more time right there. Their princes what?
Their princes shall fall by the sword for the rage of their tongue. This shall be their derision in the land of Egypt.
And Hosea wasn't during the time of Egypt, was he? So
No,
who is he talking about? He talking about us right now.
Yeah.
It shall fall by the sword for the rage of their tongue. What you saying out your mouth in your songs and your lyrics, you are putting death in your people in the air. You putting that out there. So the Most High said, okay, you live by that, you're going to die by that.
Yeah.
And it's just that simple, man. It's just that simple, right? Give me, I got another precept I want to just touch real quick. Elder, you got one after that if you had one you wanted to pull out. I got another couple precepts and brothers put up in the chat as well, so you can get the next one. Let me get Sirach 41.
Already there.
And start at verse, let me see here, let me make sure. Sirach 41 and start at verse 8.
This is the book of Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 41 and verse 8.
Right.
Woe be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High God.
Watch this.
For if ye increase, it shall be to your destruction.
You see that? The Most High let you get it. He let Hashatan bless you with the contract, everything good. But he didn't put that stumbling block in front of you. Now that's gonna be your destruction, man. Hey man, the Most High cold, man. That's cold right there. Cause you think you made it. You think you made it, right? Keep going.
Verse 9.
Right.
And if ye be born, ye shall be born to a curse.
If you be what?
Whoa. If ye be born, ye shall be born to a curse.
Give me Deuteronomy 28:19. Give me Deuteronomy 28:19 and hold that Sirach 41.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 19. And it reads, cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
Read it again. What's the curse?
Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in. And cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
Now watch this right here. Give me verse 16. Jump up to 16.
On verse 16.
Right?
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
What the Most High say we're going to be cursed at?
In the city.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Go ahead. And curse where?
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Jump down to 19. What's going to be that curse?
Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in.
When you are born, you're going to be brought into that curse. Watch this.
And cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
When you leave this place, you're going to die in a curse. Go back to Sirach 41 and bring that verse 9. One more time, Baba Kushab.
Sirach chapter 41 and verse 9. And if ye be born, ye shall be born to a curse.
Just like it said in Deuteronomy there, right? But watch this though. Watch what happens. Go ahead.
And if ye die, a curse shall be your portion.
Ooh. And if you die after being brought out in that curse and die in that curse, like it says in Deuteronomy 28, now that is your portion. You see that?
It's a warning.
That's hey, what you say? That's that scare tactic scripture.
That's right.
That's them scare tactics, right? And watch this right here. Bring number 10 out. Bring out verse 10.
Sirach chapter 41 and verse 10. All that are of the earth shall turn to the earth again.
Right, watch this.
So the ungodly shall go from a curse to destruction.
The ungodly shall go from a curse, like it said in Deuteronomy, to destruction on your way out. You're going to be destroyed on your way out. The Most High is not playing. And watch this. Get verse 11. Watch what happens. This is how you know this is what this is talking about. Get verse 11. You muted. Yeah, you muted. Yeah.
Salakia.
All good.
Sirach chapter 41 and verse 11.
Right.
The mourning of men is about their bodies.
Read it again.
The mourning of men is about their bodies.
There you go. They got the shirts made. They got the airbrush picture with the baby angel wings. They got the little candles lit up all in front of the store where the glass got shot out. Right?
Yeah.
They showing all that, right?
Tattoos.
And people are mourning, right? The tattoo, right? What you say, bro? They put his name up here. R.I.P. Young 100 or whoever his name is. Young Brick. Rest in peace, Taquan. Right?
Wow.
You see that? Read verse 11 again. You can't get around this. Read verse 11 again.
Sirach 41 and 11. The mourning of men is about their bodies.
Watch this.
But an ill name of sinners shall be blotted out.
And guess what? Like that list I just showed y'all, you just gonna be another one on the long list that was born in the hood, went through the curses of the hood, didn't want to repent, didn't want to come back to the Most High, died, cursed, and been removed.
Gone.
Wow. Can't get around this, man. Right? Can't get around that, man. Y'all got the floor.
And you know, Yazar, it's interesting because you know these brothers is out there, pulling these drive-bys and killing their brothers and sisters, and then when it happens to them, they want to put on the shirt, "Rest in peace, such and such." When the Bible says in Isaiah 48:22, there is no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked.
That's right.
So that destruction with that ending, the Most High ain't playing about that. You see that when you go on in these cemeteries and you see all them rest in peace on all them gravestones. Yeah, that's a happy thought, but the Most High, he got the final say when it really comes down to it. You think about it, it's all these little somebodies or young somebody or the baby somebody this. You know, where's the men? We need men in this thing. The Most High is dealing with the men. Quit trying to be little boys in this thing. You see, that's the problem with a lot of our people, is that they're not training up the children to do righteousness. Let's get that real quick, y'all. Let's get Proverbs 22 and 16 real fast, because
Can I hit
Go
you
ahead.
with something real quick? Cause you, man, I'm gonna hit y'all with something, man. Shout out, all praises, man, to the Most High, man. My brother Maha hit me with a scripture, man, just now. I got it. You said the drive-by, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me bring this out to y'all real quick. This Jeremiah chapter 9, and I'm gonna start at verse 19 real quick, and then so like you can finish out what you were saying, but I gotta hit on what you just said, man. Um, Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse 19. For a voice of wailing is heard out of Zion. How are we spoiled? We are greatly confounded because we have forsaken the land, because our dwellings have cast us out. Verse 20. Yet hear the word of the Most High, O ye women, and let your ear receive the word of his mouth, and teach your daughters wailing, and every one her neighbor lamentation. Watch this right here. For death is come up into our windows, and is entered into our palaces, to cut off the children from without, and the young men from the street. What that sound like right there?
Wow.
Some of the brothers get killed.
Sound like a drive-by to me.
Yep, that's
Yep.
right.
Coming through the
Gang
window,
violence.
through the walls. Who's doing it?
Mm-hmm.
The young men that's in the street. You see
Mm-hmm.
that? He
Wow.
said, and teach your daughters wailing, for everyone their neighbor. Death is coming to our windows and enter our palaces, to cut off the children from without, and the young men from the streets. And you brought it out earlier. What are young men? Like bulls caught in the net,
Con.
wild in the
Con.
street, man. I just wanted to
Mm-hmm.
touch that. The brother sent me that, man. All praise. Hey, shout out to the brother Mahara Bun Yahawada. Right? You got
All
it,
All
King.
praises.
praises. All
All
praises.
praises. So yeah, I'm gonna land me back off of that one with Isaiah 42 and 22 before I get Proverbs 22:16. So y'all can, if you grab the Isaiah 42:22.
God. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 22.
Con.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
They are all of them snared in holes,
Mm-hmm.
and they are hid in prison houses.
Mm-hmm.
They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a
Mm-hmm.
spoil, and none saith, restore.
You see that? That's what's going on with our people. They robbed and spoiled. They're not being trained in the law, statutes, and commandments, and as a result, they being murdered or they murdering and getting locked up in them prison houses. That's why we fill up the over 70% of the population in American prisons because of murder, primarily murder and drugs. That's what our people are into because they're robbed and spoiled. Give me that Proverbs 22 and 6, because this is the major problem right here, is that they're not being taught in the household. We have to get our men to start teaching the children and instructing them in the right way to go. Because if we're not doing that, then we're leading our children astray. Let's get that Proverbs 22 and 6 out.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
You see that? So if we training up our children in the right way, they're not going to go out there and pick up that gun. They're not going to go up there and pick up that dope sack. They're going to go the right way. They're going to know to follow the Most High God and his only begotten son. But if we ain't doing that, then what do we expect? We're gonna get that phone call from the prison, or we're going to get that phone call from the corner, because we ain't teaching our children the right way. Let me get one more real quick. Let me get 2nd Ezra chapter 5, 8 through 9.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, verses 8 through 9.
Con.
There shall be a confusion also in many places,
Mm-hmm.
And the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the
Read.
wild beasts shall change their places,
Mm-hmm.
and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
Bring forth what?
Bring forth monsters.
Isn't that what our people are turning into in these streets? Monsters. When they out there killing their brothers and sisters, that's what they are. Monsters. Why? Because they're not being taught in the ways of righteousness. It starts in the household. This is why we need fathers and mothers to train up the children in the way they should go. Otherwise, these monsters are going to keep coming out. Keep reading.
Verse 9. And salt waters shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another.
Mm-hmm.
Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber.
You see that? Now our brothers and sisters are walking around in these streets with no wits about themselves, no understanding. Okay. Isn't that what Yazah just brought out? Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for that lack of knowledge. They don't have no understanding. Why? Because they're not being taught right. They're not being taught correctly. Okay. So us as men, we have to get our houses in order. Take that music out from our children. Okay. When they want to put on the baby and young such and such, or little this and that, we got to say, no, listen to some righteous music. Put on some of that truth music. Let's praise the Most High. Let's sing unto the Lord and sing a joyful noise unto him. We ain't going to talk about let's bust a cap and whoever. No, we ain't doing that this day. I'm going to teach my children in the ways of righteousness. You could do what you want, but as for me and my house, we going to serve the Most High. That's what we got to do. Y'all got it.
That's right. Let me back right off of that. Let me get that Isaiah chapter 3. Got to get that Isaiah chapter 3 and start at verse 11. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 11. Baba Kushab. Perfect comment, man. Go ahead, King.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 11.
Right.
Woe unto the wicked.
Uh-huh.
It shall be ill with him.
Uh-huh.
For the reward of his hands shall be given him.
You see that? For the reward of his hands. The work that you put in wickedness, that's what you're going to receive. But wait, though. Wasn't we just talking about what you was taught? How you was raised up? Right? Get the next scripture out.
God, as for my people, children are their oppressors.
Uh-huh.
And women rule over them.
Watch this.
O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err.
Uh-huh.
And destroy the way of thy paths.
And destroy the way of thy path. You know why? Because it ain't no light in that path. There's no lantern. There's no illumination in spiritual righteousness. And you see that, and that comes back to that other point we was making earlier. When you put a people clammed together, piled up together, in the hood, in the projects, in the slums, cursed in the city, then you give them drugs, and then you tell they man they got to get out the house, and then you allow that women to rule over them for the next 50, 60 years. Now what do you see? Effeminate men who want to get out, who want to escape reality, get high all the time, hate on their brother, and end up killing each other because they have no other outlet.
Right.
Monsters, according to the Most High.
God.
Monsters. You gotta be let me tell you something. You gotta be a certain kind of, it's a certain process that goes through your mind. If you can run up on a brother, broad daylight, and empty the clip into that man, your wickedness is on a whole nother level. That ain't like, you get drunk, or you know what I'm saying, you messing with this one over here, messing with old girl over there. That, you know what I'm saying? Or you tell a lie. It's still wicked, but I guess the sinister thought, I guess, is what I'm looking for. The sinister plotting to go and do that. Your wickedness is on a whole nother level. And look at the generations that we've been through. Like the brother Uriel said, we got to be taught this early from the young age. But I bet you if they was getting that 7 lashes with them switches, Elder, that wouldn't have went on.
Con.
Because you're gonna think, right? Like the sister said, look, even the sisters know what she said. Out of order.
Yeah.
That's right.
There's
That's
no
right.
order in our nation, man.
Con.
And then look, after all that's said and done, after all these things have built up and the repercussions and everything, it's now being glorified that it's okay for us to do that.
Con.
Out of order, man. And the Most High gave us the order.
That's
See
right.
that? Now we reaping with the read verse 11. Read verse 11 one more time, King.
Con.
Isaiah 3 and 11. Now this is happening.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 11.
Right?
Woe unto the wicked.
Uh-huh.
It shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given him.
And who's to blame for what's going on amongst our men that's out here in these streets rapping and all that? You see that?
Themselves.
We are.
That's right.
We as a nation are to blame. Right? Watch this right here. The brother said, King Darash said, that brother or brothers has legions of spirits on him, vexing his soul. No mercy for one another. Even Jake's killing their own children. That's happening, man.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. And guess what? Brothers is telling we out here on the highways and byways putting in the work. Putting in the work, telling our people to repent. Putting in the work, coming on the classes, sharing the videos, making the posts, doing everything we can, bringing out the scriptures, going to the mall, flyer runs, going to the universities, going to the events, the local, whatever they doing downtown, the festivals, all that, rebuking everything, classes like this. And guess what? Our people just like this.
Right.
They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it.
Right.
Because it's a rebuke. It's open rebuke. And our people don't want to do it. So you end up killing each other, having no mercy on your own brother, and even leading to the death of your own children, man. And
wise to do evil.
Right. Wise to do evil. And watch, as these holidays and this Christmas, and this New Year's come up, watch how many more you see of these rappers get put to death. Watch.
Yeah.
It's only gonna get worse.
Right.
Because the wickedness is going to increase. As the righteous we start coming back to the laws of the Most High, the wickedness is gonna turn up. Satan gonna turn up. Esau gonna turn up. These rappers killing each other, it's gonna just promote it more and more. And I want to say something real quick before y'all get the next precept. Y'all remember that concert? What's the dude? Travis Scott?
Y'all
Y'all
over in Houston.
Yeah. If y'all brothers, I'm gonna tell y'all this in the chat. If y'all get a chance, these brothers did a powerful rebuke on that concert, man, and on that brother, man. That brother is wicked as hell, man. People were begging him to stop the concert because people were dying. People were ODing out there. There's no telling who went home with STDs. Police officers, cops was getting took to the ambulance. People was having strokes. All kinds of stuff was going on out there. These brothers, the 12 Gates these two brothers did a beautiful lesson on that. If you get a chance, man, go over to their channel. Y'all need to watch that junk, man. Because nobody is talking about it. The conscious community is not talking about this stuff, right? The mainstream media ain't talking about this stuff. These are issues amongst our people that we have to address. That's why the scriptures told us to open our mouth and judge righteously. We got to do that, man. We can't let stuff like this slide because it brings a stain and a detriment to our children.
That's right.
Because how many of our children are going to look at him and say, oh, word, man, he was like Michael Jackson. He had people passing out and dying at the concert. Think about it. Michael Jackson stood on stage. Just stood there. Didn't move. No music, nothing. This nigga just came out of the damn ground, out of the stage, and just stood there like that.
Hair caught on fire.
People passing out, getting pulled out on stretchers. And he's just standing there. You know what kind of demonic forces is in play?
Right.
And guess what? They doing it because it's an Israelite. One of
Yeah.
God's chosen has that power. You see what I'm saying? But why we can't as a people have that same power on the right hand side, man?
Bring that out.
Right. That's right.
On the right hand side. This really vexed my spirit. But I did want to say, if y'all get a chance, man, go check out these brothers video. What was the actual title that y'all brothers made for that?
Travis Scott Rebuke.
All right, Travis Scott Rebuke. They did it. I think I did it like a couple days right after the concert, right?
Con.
Right. It was in depth. The brothers brought out plenty of scripture. So if y'all get a chance, man, go over to the 12 Gates Israelites and check that out, man. Check that out. I just wanted to put that out there. But yeah, Elder, you got the floor. You have something you want to bring out, King?
Yeah, I got two precepts, if I may.
You got it, King.
And I don't know how I don't know. Well, I'm gonna bring it out. Nobody brought this out. This is Exodus chapter 20 and
13.
13. I just lost my place, and I got my big sword, and it's still it's right in front of me, showing my age, huh? Thou shalt not kill. This is a small precept, but I don't know why they won't take this to heart. Thou shalt not kill. That's all it's saying in verse 13. And this goes back to Moses when he gave these laws to Moses on Mount Sinai and Horeb.
Mm-hmm.
If they took this to heart, this would stop all of it. They took this one precept to heart.
Right. Elder, you know they're hard-headed. You know they're hard-headed. Yeah. Call it and read it for them one more time. You know our people don't listen, man.
This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 13. Mm-hmm. Thou shalt not kill. That's all it says. Thou shalt not kill. It's self-explanatory. It's a little one. But it packs a punch. This verse packs a punch. Thou shalt not kill. He was making a statement here. Mm-hmm. If they just took this one little precept to heart, that would end all the gang violence and all this stuff they doing. They took this to heart.
Okay. So
now go ahead.
So Elder, can we just do this right here? Can we do this right here? Because you made a point. You said if we just did that, right? What about the next verse? Read the next verse.
Thou shalt not commit adultery.
What is the rap game telling us to do to our women? And being Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yeah.
Right.
To commit adultery.
What's the next one?
Thou shalt not steal.
Man, I'm about to run up on this nigga. He think he getting it. Thou shalt not what?
Steal.
Steal. It's simple, right? What's the next one?
Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
Out here lying, making posts all in the Instagram and social media world, right? Making false posts and accusations against this brother, right? Or this sister, right? Go ahead.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Oh, he think he getting it. I'm gonna get it too. I'm gonna be just like him. I'm gonna be better than him.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife.
Oh girl, boy, that boy was big, boy. I'm telling you, if he leave her, right?
Nor his manservant. Nor his maidservant. Nor his ox. Nor his ass. Nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
Coveting what another brother has because you don't have it. So not only if we didn't kill, if we didn't do any of these things, what position would we be in? We wouldn't even be having this class right now.
God.
See what I'm saying? And where we reading out of Exodus. Hey, this is a foundation right here.
Yeah.
But wait, watch this. What's the first one? Right? What's the first one though? He said, hold up. Read verse 3. Because that's the main one.
Thou shalt have no other God before me.
So that love of that money, right? That getting high,
Con.
that lifestyle, that contract, all that. The Most High said, thou shalt have no other God before me. And that's what that music and rap industry does. It makes you put other things as idols before the Most High.
Con.
To where you don't need the Most High until you need the Most High.
Right.
Con.
See what I'm saying? I just wanted to touch on that, man. That was powerful. And we should have brought that one out damn near 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I thought somebody was gonna bring it, so I said, okay, I'll bring it out. Nobody else did.
Elder in the spirit. Elder was in the spirit. Y'all got the floor.
I got a quick precept, following up right behind you, Elder, because a direct result of forsaking these laws, these commandments, is right here. It's coming out of the book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 28. And it reads, and even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, right, God gave them over to a reprobate mind. You don't want to keep these commandments, you're going to be going way off. Every single thing that the Most High God has commanded you to do, you're doing the opposite now. And now you've programmed yourself to go against his words, right? It says to do those things which are not convenient, right? All these commandments that we just went down, it's not convenient to have another God before the Most High, okay? Okay, it is not convenient for us to go down the list, to kill, to commit adultery, steal, all these things, and then we wonder why we're in the position that we're in. It's just madness. We got to really wake up and come back to the source. And what is the source? All right, Nehemiah 8:8. It says, so they read in the book, in the law of God distinctly, and gave the sense and caused them to understand the reading, right? Right. So we got to actually get back to these laws, statutes, and commandments that the Most High has given our people, so we can walk out this successful life, this prosperous life, I get it. It's in us to want to have that fame, that reverence, and all these things, but we can't have it without the Most High's words. And that's just point blank. So y'all got it.
Con.
You on mute, King. You on mute.
Oh.
Salakia. Can I land me back right off where you was just at? I want to hit something in Romans 6 in verse 20. I'm gonna hit that real quick. Watch this right here. Start at verse 20.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 6 and verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
For when ye were the servants of sin, ye were free from righteousness.
You see that? That's a heavy point right there. You are serving sin. You are serving the angels on the left-hand side. You are doing the things contrary to the righteousness of the Most High. Right?
Yeah.
And you were what? Free from righteousness. You didn't care about doing the things that was lawful. You didn't care about whether or not you was eating pork, shrimp, crabs, lobster, smoking, defiling your temple, laying down with any woman, right? Doing all kinds of stuff, killing your brother, robbing, plotting, selling dope. You weren't thinking about all that because you was a servant to sin, right? Watch this. Go ahead, verse 21.
What fruit had ye then in those things whereof ye are now ashamed?
You see that? Now let me ask y'all this. Watch this right here. How many of y'all are proud of who you were before you came into the truth? No hands. See that? No hands. See that?
That old wretched man.
What'd you say, Elder?
I said that old wretched man.
That old wretched man. Guess what? We still got to put that old man off every day.
God.
Every day. Right? Watch this right here. It says we now are ashamed. Watch this. Because if we would have kept going, what would have happened? If we would have kept going being servants of sin, what would have happened? Read the end of verse 21.
For the end of those things is death.
For the end of those things is death. And that's what made us change. When we started hearing this, wait, hold up. I can get put to death for that? Well, I'm not trying to do that because I ain't trying to get put to death for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stop doing that. Right? Right? Get verse 22.
Verse 22. But now being made free from sin and become servants of God, ye have your fruit unto holiness, and the end everlasting life.
See, we like those promises of everlasting life, though. That's why we stopped doing the wicked things, the evil things, the contrary things, and made ourselves servants on the right-hand side, in righteousness, servants of the Most High, and stop being servants of sin.
That's right.
You see that? Watch this. Get verse 23.
For the wages of sin is death. But the gift of God is eternal life through Hamashiach Yahawashi, our Lord.
You see that? Through Hamashiach Yahawashi, our power, our Lord. You see that? But we had to, we was out there, so we know what's going on, and we had to move it. We had to remove that thing, man. We had to get out of those ways of doing wickedness, being a servant to sin. But these rappers, these people that's caught up, say they under a contract. They don't have no choice. They don't have no choice. But they don't understand. All they got to do is return to the Most High. He'll fix it. He'll fix it every time. Brothers be like, man, I'm in the gang. You know, I'm out here doing this stuff, man. You know, I can't have, you know. Man, the Most High fix all that. Make it look like you never was even in it. That's the power that we serve. But you gotta want that. These brothers that's in that world, that lifestyle, have to want that. These sisters that's in that world and in that lifestyle have to want that. If not, the end thereof is death, man. And we've been reading it, and you've been seeing it. Talking to the people that's watching this. Not only are we reading about it in the scriptures, the Most High has prophesied about it, but you are seeing it unfold live and direct day to day. Every other day, one of our brothers is falling. And guess what? Those are just the brothers that people know.
Right.
That's not the local inspiring rapper, little Tony Taquan and them. They ain't talking about him, Taquan, around the corner. That's an inspiring rapper / dope boy / hooligan / thuggian / he want to live in his mama house / he want to run the block and get all the hoes, right? That gets shot down every day.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because he ain't got the contract yet. He ain't got the money yet. He ain't got the big bucks yet. Right? The wages of sin is death, but the gifts of the Most High is eternal life. And it is really that simple. That's all the scriptures, right? Y'all brothers got a precept?
Yeah, I got one more.
Okay, come.
This is 2 Chronicles 7:14. Now, this is the good news for our people, though. He says, if my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive them their sin and will heal their land. So you said it, Yazza. You said it. They have to come back to the Most High. This is the only way they're going to be healed and get out of all this destruction and death. This is the only way. They have to come back to Him. We can't do it no other way. He is the only way.
That's it. He's the only way.
You got it.
And that's it. And the thing about it is, with a class like this is a rebuke class. Like, don't get it wrong. This is a rebuke class. But at the same time, we want our brothers to repent. We want people to understand, because we are tired of seeing our brothers be put to death for a lifestyle that's not profitable to your people. It's not profitable to your people. It's not profitable to the generation to come, your children. Is not a lifting up of your ancestors or those who came before you. That that's
Con.
a dishonorable lifestyle. You're not
Con.
showing honor to your mother and father when you out here doing the things contrary. We would just went through the 10 Commandments. We just went through
Con.
the 10. And
Mhm.
and and how are you showing honor to your mother and father? You see what I'm saying? We're not doing
Con.
the things. We're not doing the things that we are supposed to do through the Most High. We're not, and it's showing every time that there's a killing. Like when I go back on this list, man, it's just random acts of just violence. Watch this right here. I wanted to read one of these facts on here. Right? It says, this is 2015. Just a side note. It says a study concluded that murder was the cause of 51.5% of American hip hop musician deaths. Now hold on. 51.5. So that just said the majority. If you're a rapper, listen to this. The majority, 51% is more than half. So that's the majority, right? The majority of the time that you're going to die as a professional music industry rapper is murder. Understand that. You are 50-50. Actually slightly more than 50-50. But you are 50%. You got a 50% chance of being murdered as a rapper. That's what that's saying.
That's sad.
That's a high risk, low reward, hazardous occupation job.
That's sad.
That is awful. Let me see if there's any more on that. Yeah, it says concluded that murder was the cause of 51.5% of American hip hop musician deaths. Right?
Yeah.
It said the study noted that this figure refers primarily to premature deaths, as most hip hop musicians have not lived long enough to fall into the highest risk ages for heart and liver related illnesses, which are the most among all people.
Wow.
Remember the brother brought out earlier that they died at the average age of 22.
Dude.
So you're not even getting to make it to a natural death in the occupation of being a rapper, of being an artist per se. You can't even make it to a natural death. That's a
Con.
that's a very that's a hazardous occupation, ain't it?
Con.
Con.
But
Con.
but but
Very.
but there's no hazard duty pay.
That
Yeah.
part. Bring it
Right.
out, Op.
Right. There's no benefit. There's no 401k. There's no
Mm.
there's no no B plans. There's no Fidelity investment account for that. It's how many
Con.
albums did he sell? Okay, well we can redistribute it in about 2 years, but we got to put it on the shelf right now because he died. You
That's
better
sad.
off getting a regular damn job.
Yep. Yep.
51% of rappers die by murder, and I just read that.
You see what happened to Prince? He wasn't a rapper, but after he died, they was fighting over his money. I think the state of Minnesota went after his money. His
Hmm.
family didn't even get it. And Prince made lots. He made millions.
How
He
old was
wasn't
Prince?
even a rapper though.
How old was Prince when he died?
I think he was 53 or somewhere in there, early 50s.
You see that? I think him, Madonna, and Michael Jackson around the same age, something like that.
Con.
But
Con.
look what he had to do, right?
Yep.
Look what he had to do to go over that. All right. These
Yep.
brothers, I'm looking at some of these articles. There's thousands of articles of men that was just shot and killed. And if we just said random, if I just pulled up random men that was shot and killed in the hood, that list, we be here all night.
Mm.
We be here all night, man. and especially if you go back into the 80s or gang related, because they tie all of it ties in together. The
Yeah.
hood,
Con,
the projects, the gangs in the projects in the hood, the dude
The
that can rap,
drugs.
right? The drugs, the dude that
yeah,
can rap, that's among that, the people who produce the music, funnel that money to the rappers that's in the hood, though they also hustling on the side or trying to not hustle no more and spark up their rap career. And it's a cycle, man.
yeah.
It's a cycle, man. Right?
Yep.
Watch this right here. Let me get this precept the brother Darash brought up. Deuteronomy 4 and 31. For the Most High thy power is a merciful power. He will not forsake thee, neither destroy thee, nor forget the covenant of thy fathers, which he sware unto them. And that's right, man. He not going to forget you. But what are we talking about? If you doing what he's telling you to do.
Con,
You
yep.
forget him, you turn your back on him, you provoke him to anger, right? You laid him with iniquity, like it said in Isaiah 1 and 3, 1 and 4. You keep doing what you want. You turn against the Most High. The Most High gonna lay a sword of destruction on you, man.
Con.
The Most High gonna lay
That's
a
it.
sword of destruction on you, right? You got a
Mhm.
precept you want to bring out? Yeah.
Yeah, Con. Let me see here. I mean, at the end of the day, there is a remedy, but this is out of Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
It says, wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest,
Mm-hmm.
and arise from the dead, and Christ shall give thee light. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Our people is literally sleep with this music. You know what I mean? We touched on this earlier. It's literally putting a trance over the minds of our people,
Mm-hmm.
over the even very spirits of our people. It's kind of like The Walking Dead. We think we out there really making something happen, and we sowing toward the grave,
Mm-hmm.
right? We sowing in darkness, and then we just literally giving the same thing to the next generation and the next generation, and Christ shall give thee light, on the flip side to all that darkness, the Most High is promising light. But do we
Mm-hmm.
want the light? No, we don't want the light, because our deeds are of the darkness. So men is just not trying to come to that light. So we got to understand that we going to constantly get chastised, constantly get put to death until we
Mm-hmm.
wake up and come
Yeah.
into this light that the Most High, through his son, Hamashiach Yahawashi, is offering to us. And get this, freely. Freely. He
Con.
ain't charging a dime for it. We
Con.
got it. We got to get it through our spirit and
Con.
mind. Con.
Con. Can I get another precept real quick? And unless you brothers got another precept, I got something for you, man. Um,
Con. Bring
Let
it
me
out.
get Sirach 28 and give me verse 8.
Con.
Watch
This
this
is the
right,
book of Sirach, chapter 28 and verse 8.
right?
Abstain from strife,
Uh-huh.
and thou shalt diminish thy sins.
Abstain from strife, and thou shalt diminish thy sins. Right? Go ahead.
For a furious man will kindle strife.
For a furious man will kindle strife. And a lot of those brothers that's in this music business, those brothers been hurt. Them brothers been
Con,
scarred. Them brothers got issues, man. Brothers have
con,
mental pain and anguish and emotions that they haven't dealt with. Right?
con,
Go ahead.
con. Verse 9. A sinful man disquieteth friends,
And what else?
and maketh debate among them that be at peace.
Out here starting beef. That's what they call
Con,
it. You got beef with everybody. He
con.
ain't even eating about, bro. I'm just saying, I'm just hitting you. What's up, bro? Man, why you looking at me like that, bro?
Right,
You in
right,
my
right,
hood. You ain't got permission to be in my hood.
right, right,
What?
right, right,
But that brother ain't did nothing to you. That brother just standing over there. And he's just over here. Now he got to get
right.
permission from you, and you don't own the street.
Bring it out.
You see how foolish that sound? Right? Go
Yep.
ahead.
Con. Verse 10. As the matter of the fire is, so it burneth.
Uh-huh.
And as a man's strength is, so is his wrath.
See, now watch that right there. You only can do as much as your strength allows, whether that be monetary strength, mental strength, or strength of your influence.
That's right.
If you a homeless man that don't got no money, that don't have no power, he don't got no influence over nobody. It's hard for him to make something happen.
Con.
But the man that's wealthy, the man that got a little power, got some goons on the team, right? He can make some things happen.
Con.
That's his strength, right? Go ahead.
Con. Salaki. Let me see. Like which verse was that? Was that
You was
10?
10. Yeah, 10. You can read it from the top again.
Yeah. Sirach chapter 28 and verse 10. As the matter of this fire is, as the matter of the fire is, so it burneth. And as a man's strength is, so is his wrath. And according to his riches, his anger riseth. And the stronger they are which contend, the more they will be inflamed.
You see that? So the more that it continues on, it don't get squashed. These beefs, they leak over, and somebody end up what? Somebody ends up dead. Somebody ends up murdered. 50% of the time. 50% of the time.
Yeah.
Right? Go ahead.
That's it. Verse 11. And hasty contention kindleth a fire.
And what else?
And hasty fighting sheddeth blood.
And the what?
And hasty fighting sheddeth blood.
Sheddeth blood, man.
Con.
Right? From internet beefs.
Con, yeah.
His Benz, he was talking about my video. He was talking, John, he was saying he was the first person that did it. No, I was the first person that did this. Now we beefing. Now I go back and forth. A couple girls get involved. One of you niggas got to die.
Con.
It's sad, man. It's sad because it's so simple, man. It's so simple. Senseless deaths and murders is amongst our people, man. Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Verse 12. If thou blow the spark, it shall burn. If thou spit upon it, it shall be quenched.
Now you see that? If you fan that flame, you keep adding to the beef, you keep running your mouth, it's going to lead over to that. Bloodshed is going to happen. But you can also put it out. You can also squash the beef. You can put it to rest. Right? Go ahead.
God. And both these come out of thy mouth.
So you got to use wisdom. Both of those things come out of your mouth. You can fan the flames or you can put it out. Right? Go ahead.
That's right. Verse 13. Curse the whisperer and double-tongued, for such have destroyed many that were at peace.
You see that? Curse the whisperer and double-tongued. Out there all in the mix, causing confusion, strife, misery, and anguish.
Yeah.
You see that? The Most High said they have destroyed many that were at peace, man. Like I said, a lot of these brothers, they come into this, man, they just want to be rappers. They want to make some money. They want to get out the hood, buy their mama something nice, help their daddy with his court case. You know what I'm saying? Pay their little child support. That's the intent. But what do you have to give up to obtain that? You got to give up your soul to obtain that, man. Your whole, your moral grounds, all that has to be given up for you to obtain that. When all you got to do is repent and come back to the laws of the Most High. That's all they got to do, and the Most High will fix it. But it's not as fun as being able to go out there and show that you got a couple hundreds in your pocket, and you know what I'm saying, and you can go to there, swipe your black card, and that ain't as fun as that, huh? Until that ain't fun no more.
Right.
Until it ain't fun no more.
Yeah.
That's why people is that, man. Yeah, I just wanted to touch on that, man. You got any thing else you want to bring out, King?
Let me see here.
Matter of fact, do me a favor while we still here. Stay in Sirach 28, and this will be my last scripture.
All right.
Give me Sirach 28 and verse 18.
All praises. All right, this is Sirach chapter 28 and verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
Many have fallen by the edge of the sword,
Mm-hmm.
but not so many as have fallen by the tongue.
Read it one more time.
Mm.
Many have fallen by the edge of the sword,
Mm-hmm.
but not so many as have fallen by the tongue. Wow.
Not so many has fallen by that mouth, man. By that tongue.
Con.
What you're saying and doing out here in this hip hop and rap game is a sentence to death. We done brought it out statistics. We done showed you people that's done got killed. You're seeing it every day. And what are they doing? It's starting with what they're saying out of their mouth, man.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
they having to give account for it.
That's it.
Con.
What's that term? What's that wise saying, Elder? What they say? Don't write it. Don't let
A
your
check.
mouth write a check. Get your ass in cash. Something like that, right? Something like
Yeah.
that. Something like that. Don't let your mouth write a check that ass can't catch.
See, that's the book of James, really. How he talks about salt water and fresh water that doesn't come from the same spout.
Right. That's
really,
right.
that's what that is. Got to really watch your tongue.
Got to watch your tongue, man. And that's what I had on this, man. Our brothers really got to take account for what they're saying and doing, man. You can't run around here talking about you doing all this stuff. And you gonna kill niggas and you gonna pull out the biscuit and run up on niggas and all that, and thinking that nothing's gonna happen to you and you're just gonna be chilling.
Well, Christ said, by your words you're gonna be justified, and by your words you're gonna be condemned. Mm-hmm. He said that in the gospel.
Right. And that's Yahawashi.
Yeah. Huh?
That's right. That's right.
Y'all brothers got any other precepts, King?
Yeah.
I just got one more, if I may.
Yeah, y'all got it. Y'all got the floor.
You go ahead, Elder.
Okay, it's Leviticus 19. This is one that was missed tonight, but 19 verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart, and thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. So these are these commandments from the foundation. If we got to come back, like Yakanan was saying earlier, we got to come back to these laws. They got to come back to this. This is what it is. They have to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Because if they don't do this, this cycle is going to continue. What we seeing, they don't do these things. That's it. You got it, King.
Con, beautiful. Y'all, you got the floor. You close it out, brother.
Yeah, and just kind of let me back off what we said about our words. You know, I mean, it's written right here, Proverbs 18:21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. You know what I mean? A lot of our people are really overlooking this crucial fact. You get up on stage, you rapping and singing, and you giving no thought as to what you're saying with your tongue. When the scriptures is literally saying death and life are within the power of the tongue. Right? So you will be wise to understand that. And furthermore, you will be wise to put forth life with your tongue, right? It says, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. You know what I mean? So love what? Okay, because it says it, but it doesn't specify which one. You see, now if you're talking about that death portion, you're gonna eat the fruits thereof. You see what I'm saying? If you talk about the life portion, well, you're gonna reap the fruits thereof. You see, you just gotta make that choice. You just gotta make that choice. And why are people choose death? I mean, it's a mind-boggling thing, but we do understand that it's a result of simply walking contrary to the law, statutes, and commandments, and that's all that there is, right? But let us choose life, Yasharallah. Let us choose life and how we're constructing our words, especially through this music industry, all right? Because we're in the last days, and the only way that we can come to life is by putting words through life with our tongues out there amongst our people. You know, we got to really wake up and understand that there's power in our words. So with that, all praises to the Most High.
All praises to the Most High, man. Beautiful precept, man. I think this was a wonderful class, man. Great rebuke
All praises.
lesson. Brought out many of precepts. So hopefully those that was in the chat and those that was watching online was edified, man. Had some real good engagement with everybody that was watching. Let me get some shout outs real quick. Let me see here. We got to go back a little bit. My brother Richard Moranis, all praises to the Most High.
All praises.
Allow you to come in. Again, as always, the water for the support. My brother Manataza Bonaparium, Quintana coming in, holding it down. All praise to the Most High. The brothers from the Army of Israel. My brother Maharakab Banyahawada. My brother Judah the Mighty. All praises to the Most High. Let me see here. Sister Monique. All praises to the Most High.
All praises.
Shamar Thah, right?
Praise.
Let me see here. Well, that's some other ones. Let's see here. My brother Darash, all praises King to the Most High for you coming in. Again, let me see here. We have some other ones. If I missed you, Salakia. If I missed you, Salakia. Let me see here. I had a couple people that was checking it out while we was online, man. Let me see here. So I want to make sure I don't miss nobody. My brother Azariah, Yasha Allah holding it down, man. Mighty brother. I'm going to get you on the class.
All praises.
I'm going to try to get you on the class, Elder. That's another elder, man. Powerful brother in the spirit.
All praises.
Most High, Sister Nicolette. All praises to the Most High.
All praises.
Brother Tariq. All praises to the Most High for you coming in. Deshar again. All praises to the Most High. Bashima Mashak Yahawashi. Let me put something up. Real quick, man. As always, man, please check out these brothers' pages, right? The 12 Gates Israelites, man, over on YouTube, man. Check out these brothers' pages. Go check out the rebuke lesson they did on the Travis Scott rebuke right after that concert, man. Pretty much touching on the same things that we touched on tonight, but it was more in depth and really calling that brother out for the wickedness that was that taking place in the lives that was lost, because it was our people that was out there, man. It was some heathens was out there. Some heathens was out there. But at the end of the day, they used him as a vessel, man. So get in contact with these brothers, 12gates2112 at gmail.com. That's $12gates2112 on the Cash App. Help push these brothers ministry out there in Spokane. Also, we got the Awakened Israelites, the Elder. All these brothers, they run together, man. Family, good brothers, man. Beautiful precepts, man. I'm honored and greatly appreciative, man. And I'm sure the people enjoy you brothers coming on. So make sure y'all hitting them up, getting in contact. 12gates2112 at gmail.com. $12gates2112 for the Cash App. Alms blot out a multitude of sins, man. So just remember that and check out that page, man. Check out the page. Give them brothers some subscribes and some likes and all that good stuff. As always, we are the Congregation of the Mighty. If you want to get in contact with us, Congregation of the Mighty 821 at gmail.com. Alms and donations on the Cash App, $COM 821. As always, we got the head crowns, diadems, aprons, garments, and tassels, beard oils, and all that good stuff, man. A lot of orders been sent out, so just be keeping your eye on your mailbox. A lot of those things have already been sent out. So hopefully once we get out of this holiday season with the gifts and all that, the Postal Service can do their job and get back to where they're supposed to be. But, you know, we have no control over that. But help us push this truth, man, making sure that you're liking the video, subscribing. If I miss you in the chat, like I always say, I say Salakia. And with that, as always, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Hamashiach, Yahawashi.
All praises. All praises.
Kwam Yashala to the nation of Israel.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala. We look forward to seeing y'all on the next class. All right. And with that, we say Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.